Hey guys, how are you? So this is a getting ready with me video. You haven't read the title wrong. What happened this morning was I started recording and my battery cut out and I didn't realise, and I had half a face of makeup done. So I just put the foundation on the second half of my face. I have no other products on and I'm going to go through whatever else I put on my face, obviously. So this is the foundation that I used today. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This is the 25 hour. I have never tried this foundation before. Joanne Larby, or the Makeup Fairy here on YouTube, recommended to me, I think it was last month, when I did my Rimmel top 5 products. And she said that she really enjoyed this and thought it was a fantastic product. So I had to pick it up and I've been wearing it ever since and loving it. So the next product I'm going to put on my face is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This is like a fond favourite of mine. I'm totally in love with this powder. I use it all the time. And I'm just kind of going to blot it just on my eyelids. I feel like they're a little bit greasy at the moment. I don't know why. And I'm just going to put it down on my T-zone. Just kind of that area and just on my chin. I don't really feel like I need any coverage or any... I feel like I need any powder on my cheeks. What the hell am I trying to say? Yeah, I don't think I need any powder on my cheeks today. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized powder, and this is in the colour Dark. This is just what I use to bronze my face. It's a pressed powder, or a mineralized powder some people use to kind of fix their makeup and stuff. I use it in the darkest shade to bronze my face because I just feel like it's just a really nice natural bronzer. Today is the dullest day in history, so my lighting might be a little bit off. Kind of like the pros and cons of having natural lighting. You know, you can film for like 12 hours in the day, but it may not be a nice day. So that's kind of a bit of a bummer, but yeah, so I'm just going to bronze up my face, and I think I'm going to do my eyeshadow now because I'm using a new palette. I've used it a good few times and I really like the colours in it. It's just it's quite hard because of the colours in it to pair blusher and lipstick and stuff to it, because I don't want to like overshadow the powder or the eyeshadows. So I'm going to show you what eyeshadows they are and then I'll show you the tutorial. So I'm taking my new eyeshadow duo, and this is the Estee Lauder one in the colour Raisins. And the packaging is just so sleek on it. Sorry, my muddy paw prints, but it's just so sleek and amazing. I only got this last week and I've done I think 2 or 3 different looks with it, so it is quite versatile. I wore this duo out last Saturday, so you can just see there's kind of like a plummy darky kind of, I don't know what you'd kind of call it, it's just like a nice dark kind of plummy colour, and then there's a really nice kind of, I don't know what it is, like a shimmery kind of champagne-y kind of colour. So there's the two colours swatched. They're just really pretty. Really love this. Wore it out last Saturday to dinner, and my boyfriend would never compliment me on eyeshadows or things like that, and he was like, I really like those eyeshadows you're wearing. So I'm going to do that same tutorial or the same look that I wore out last Saturday today. So please excuse the mascara on my lower lashes. I didn't take it off properly. Well, I tried to, but I have run out of my Liza Arden eye makeup remover, so I'm a little bit stuck in that area, just makeup still staying on my eyes. Sorry, I'm just using a base there from Essence. It's called the I Love Stage base. It's my favourite base, most inexpensive base, with absolutely amazing quality. So I'm just taking that on my ring finger and just kind of spreading it up to underneath my eyebrow or my brow bone. And that's the same on the other eye. So I'm going to use a trick today to get the effect that I'm looking for. I usually take sellotape, but I can't find any in my house. So I'm taking a card. This is just my insurance card. And I'm just going to line it up with my outer corner of my lower lashes going up towards my eyebrow. Excuse my eyebrows, I'm growing them out because I'm doing a tutorial for you guys on how I do my eyebrows, so that's why they look so shabby at the moment. But I just take the card and put it to the corner going up towards you know, where my eyebrow would continue out, and I'm going to draw a line there with the darker colour in that duo. So I'm taking that darker colour on it doesn't really matter kind of what brush you're taking on. I'm just taking on a flat MAC 214 brush. So sellotape is kind of handier to use with this because it's just on the eye and you don't always have to hold up something, so it just kind of makes it easier. But I'm just going to draw just a straight line like that. Nothing to it. I'm just going to kind of feather it in a little bit, and so just taking a bit of that eyeshadow then onto the lid. So just spreading it in, not really taking any more in the brush, just using what I've already just taken up. So just creating a really kind of nice shape there with the card, creating it into a V. Obviously you want your eyes to match, so you're going to do the same thing on the other eye. Just feathering it in. Bringing it kind of into the crease a little bit, like so, and that's kind of that. So now I've used this technique before in other eyeshadow tutorials. What I'm going to do is I'm taking the darker colour again, and I'm just going to pop it kind of in the inner third of the eye, but kind of not going the whole way into the tear duct. So I'm just kind of like putting it there and feathering it and bringing it up into the crease. I'm using, sorry, a 217 brush from MAC to do this, just because it kind of applies a light hand to shadow. You're not going over the top. So what you're just doing initially is just you're joining up the outer V, that area that you've created, kind of bringing it into the crease and then in towards the inner tear duct, but not the whole way because we're leaving the inner area there black. So I've done this before in a tutorial, and I just think that the look that it gives is quite effective. So just doing the same on the other eye, and these eyeshadows are so potent, so you literally need the tiniest amount. It's very easy to overdo this look, so I'm just taking the tiniest amount, and you can always add more shadow, but it's quite difficult to take it away. So I'm going to leave this whole area blank. Now, so I'm taking a flat brush from MAC. This is the 239, and I'm going to go in with the lighter shadow of the duo, so that one there. And what I'm going to do is the area that we left blank, I'm just going to pop it in there. So this is going to kind of illuminate that area. Now don't worry about the harshness, we're going to clean that up in a moment. So this is kind of going to illuminate that area. What it's going to do is it'll bring the eye to that area, making your eye look a little bit larger because the centre of the eye is illuminated. So even though we've dark shadow, you know, going the whole way around the eye, the centre of it's going to kind of be illuminating, giving the impression that the eyes are actually bigger than they are. So with my clean 217 brush, I'm just going to kind of blend back and forward, not really doing any like swiping movements, just kind of tapping those colours into each other to kind of get them to run smoothly. Now I wanted to kind of give a little bit of glitter into kind of the centre of the eye, so I'm taking Barry M's Dazzle Dust, and this is in the colour 24. I think it's called Old Gold or Bold Gold or something like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it on an e.l.f. crease brush that looks like that, and I'm just going to kind of pat it to the centre of the eye, and it's just going to add a little bit of glitter. You can skip this step if you're not a fan of glitter. So this is not adding any colour or anything like that, it's just adding a little few specks of glitter. So for the last step, and you can skip this again if you don't like it, is taking on a 214, that original brush, just taking the darker colour in the duo and just rubbing it along the lower lashes. Again, like I said, if you're not a fan of this look, skip this step, I would recommend. Just the same on the other eye as well. It's just because I'm going to have very dark liner on my upper lashes, I kind of want the lower area to kind of be a bit smoky. So then I'm taking a 219 brush from MAC and going in with the lighter colour from the Estee Lauder Duo Raisins, and I'm just going to pop this onto the kind of inner third, but not going the whole way in. It's just taking it to about there. So my final step is I'm taking Blank Type shadow from MAC, and it's just kind of a really matte white kind of colour. It is one of my favourite matte white shadows, and definitely one of my favourite from MAC. So I'm just going to kind of place that on the lower, or on my brow bone. Because it doesn't have any shimmer in it, it's going to highlight that area without adding any extra shimmery, I suppose. Now I haven't done my eyebrows, so I'm not really too worried if the shadow gets into my eyebrows. And then I'm just going to pop it into that inner area, the inner tear duct as well. just to kind of brighten up that area because there's a lot of darkness going on into the inner kind of duct. So that's basically it for the eyes. You can put on your eyeliner. I'm going to take the Fast Stroke from Collection 2000, which Collection 2000's actually changed its name to Collection now, so I'm going to use that. It's one of my all-time favourite liquid liners. It comes on a really nice wand or really nice applicator like that, so I'm just going to draw a really thick kind of line, just making it quite dramatic, because I'm going to add lashes to this look as well, because it's the exact look that I wore out to my boyfriend's birthday on Saturday. And that line you created before is great at being a guide for where the liner should go. Now I love my liner thick, so I'm looking a bit peculiar now because I have no eyeliner in my bottom lash. I'm taking the Essence one in gel. It's just the black gel liner. I think it's called Midnight in Paris. And I'm taking it on an Essence. Why can't I talk today? I really can't talk today. I'm really sorry, but all the items will be listed down below, so excuse my babbling, but I am taking it on an Essence just liner, and it's just going to be used as kind of a guide just to apply the liner into my waterline. So just before I apply my lashes and my mascara, I'm going to do my eyebrows first. So I'm taking the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit Duo in medium, and it just comes with, you know, the powder and the gel, which is great. So I'm taking the powder first. I'm just going to rub it through my brows. Like I said, I have a tutorial coming up on how I apply, or how I do my eyebrows, so that's why they're kind of a bit sparse and growing everywhere at the moment. I always think your face looks much better when your eyebrows are done. I'm taking the gel from that kit and just putting it on the outer kind of outer, what you call them, brow. I can't talk, I'm sorry, I just can't talk today. And then taking my e.l.f. eyebrow gel. I love this gel, this is great. This kind of puts any like sparse hairs or hairs growing all over the place into place. So I just kind of rub the gel through my brows, and it just kind of neatens them up a little bit and pulls any of those sparse hairs or flyaway hairs into place. So I think when your eyebrows are just done, they just frame your face and your face just looks so much better. So next I'm taking the Maybelline Colossal Express Mascara. I've actually grown to love this. I didn't like it so much. I did a beauty breakdown on it and I wasn't a major fan of it. I'm kind of growing to love it. It's kind of one of those love-hate kind of relationships I have with a makeup product. In the beginning I didn't like it so much because of the smell and the colour, and it wasn't the blackest of formulas, but now I'm kind of growing to love it because it just separates my lashes and the barrel is nice and it doesn't apply too much, so I'm kind of growing to love it. It's not the best though at getting your lower lashes because they're so little and it kind of, the brush is just so big on them. So next, before I do the rest of my face, I'm going to take my Lower lashes, and these are the 145s. These are my absolute favourite lashes. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply them and then I'll come back and do the rest of the face. So these lashes are like my favourite. They're really intense and dramatic and they're just exactly what I look for in a pair of lashes. So now I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to contour and put my blush on. So as always, I'm going to contour with my Bourjois. This is the chocolate bronzer and it's just my favourite one that I use. I kind of haven't found anything I like as much. I did purchase the Sleek, what is it, the contour kit with the contour and the highlight, but I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Gonna also contour around my temple area, just to kind of where the sun would naturally hit you. I just think when you contour, it kind of brings out your I don't know, puts a bit of structure into the face. It doesn't look like it's just like flat. Now the blush that I'm taking is from Sleek, and this is in the colour Rose Gold. I wasn't sure if this was going to be a bit intense. It's this kind of nice shimmery, kind of, not orangey, but it's kind of like gold undertones and stuff. It's quite nice actually on the cheeks, but I didn't know kind of what to wear with this. I don't want to compete too much with the eyes and stuff, because that kind of burgundy colour in it is quite hard to pair with, you know, your lips and your cheeks. I'm going to take it on an e.l.f. stippling brush. This is the small stipple brush, and just kind of apply a little sparing layer, I suppose, just onto my cheeks. I don't want to go too crazy with the blush just because the eyes are so intense. I just kind of want something to kind of bronze me up and add a little bit of, suppose, colour to the cheeks. I'm taking my highlighter in Stila Kitten, and I'm going to go in with the kind of darker side. I think it's just like a bronzier side highlight, and I'm just going to apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, above the blush. This is like my all-time favourite highlight. I just think it gives an absolutely incredible highlight. And I like to take it on a little fan brush because you're not adding too much. I tend to kind of over add my highlight and it just looks ridiculous. In particular when I use Soft and Gentle for MAC. I just think I look like a shimmer ball. I look real greasy and stuff, and it just has really turned me off that highlight. So that's why I really like this one, and it's really, I think it's only about €15, so it's kind of inexpensive. It is a little bit expensive, but inexpensive enough for the quality. So I've already put moisturiser on my lips. I put the Vaseline one. I'm just going to kind of take it off with a clean old towel. So my lips are kind of moisturised and they look a little bit dead, so I'm going to apply the Essence lipstick in 52, and this is called In the Nude. Now I don't really like nude lipsticks, so I'm just going to use this to kind of blank out my lips. Just kind of blank out the natural look of my lips, because I absolutely despise nude lipstick on me. I don't know, that's not looking too bad on camera. So I'm taking another Essence lipstick, and this is called All About Cupcake, and it's a really nice kind of pinky colour. I'm not going to just slap it on, I'm just going to blot it onto my lips just to give a little bit of colour. So it's still nude, but it's just kind of a little bit more pinky. So I think those lips look a little bit better. They're not quite as in your face nude. They're still a little bit nude, but there's kind of like a pink kind of your lips only better kind of colour going on about them. So that's kind of the completed look. I'll zoom in on the eyes so you can see, and on the lip. So that's just the completed look of the eyes. I think it's really flattering for a night out, or, you know, an event or something, or a birthday like what I wore to. And the lips are just quite plain. They're not really too in your face, they're subtle. So, but I really think the eyes kind of steal the show. I think they're quite nice. So I hope you enjoyed that chit chat getting ready with me. I wasn't too talkative because I feel like I kind of talk a little bit too much in these videos, and you're not really getting to grips of what I'm actually doing with my eyes and stuff. So I hope that this was helpful, and that I hope if any of you do try out the Estee Lauder palette or the duo, you can tag me on Instagram or something, just hashtag DramaticMac, and I'd absolutely love to see what you've come up with that duo. It really is gorgeous. Saturday Night's Alright has a gorgeous one. Carissa did a lovely tutorial with it, just kind of similar to what I did. She just didn't bring the shadow the whole way into the corner of the eye, the burgundy one. So I think that duo Raisins is absolutely phenomenal. Really incredible. Pigmentation, absolutely amazing. Really glad I bought it, and if any of you do a tutorial on it, like I said, I'd love for you to hashtag me on Instagram, and I'll talk to you in my next one then. Bye!